know what's next. Life's a journey, never complex. A lifelong student, educators call, guiding future standing tall. Conscious parenting, full hat on tight. Drove through decades, walked away for rights. From the motion pictures to the cosmic light. Contactee's journey, universal sight. Attempting to put the human back in humanity. Mic check, 1, 2, hear the clarity. Fascinated by the human experience. Sharing stories, breaking the silence. Human experience, hang out, come along. Kids, health, synaptic circle, singing our song. Random vlogs, life stories to tell. Each journey a beacon, wishing well. We all have incredible tales to share. Healing activation, spreading care. Light the way, find the others. What's your mission, sisters and brothers? Attempting to put the human back in humanity. Mic check, 1, 2, hear the clarity. Fascinated by the human experience. Sharing stories, breaking the silence. Rise, humanity, unity we seek. Community sharing, synaptic circle unique. Be the solution with someone today. Assist in the rise, light the way. May the song lift whoever comes across, and may you do the same, no matter the cost. Spread the light, ignite the flame. In unity we rise, forever reclaim. Attempting to put the human back in humanity. Mic check, 1, 2, hear the clarity. Fascinated by the human experience. Sharing stories, breaking the silence.
Hi, better late than never. Hello. Hi, Daryl Jane. Hi, Glenn. Hi, Big Fit Dwarf. How the heck are you? Loved your video. I loved how you put that together too. Hi, howdy, and hello. That's the old chat. See, my energy's back. Really hasn't been there for quite some time. We're going through some things. Hello, nice to see you again. I hope this is working. I'm on my daughter's laptop now, working out some kinks, and yeah, I don't know. I'm going to see what happens, what comes out. I have a few care shares to do. Have a little bit of a new thing going on, and hopefully it's time to. Oh, thanks, Jane. I've missed you guys too. I'm glad Oh, good to see you too. You're still up north then, huh? Or did you launch? Glenn, did you share that video from down here? I know you had to get out of town. This is a lot of what's happening here. It's still here, my shite. But we have been boxing a lot of things. We're getting ready for a realtor to take pictures. So we got to get rid of all the personal items. Now, that doesn't mean we're leaving straight away, but we have to have it, hotel-like, very sterile. So Bigfoot might have to go. Oh, he's hiding. Per usual. Gotta pull him out a little bit. It's Cinderella Saturday, so we just had a cleaning fit and then got all ready. And I'm like, you know what? I'm feeling my energy again. I think I can have an energy exchange. And yeah, my daughter let me use this, and I'm coming to say hi. Roger Blair, how the heck are you? Nice to see you. Hi, guys. Whoop, whoop to your box. And I know it's crazy, Glenn. I've been a little mute about it because we're kind of I guess we kind of are in denial maybe. And I know Gail and Jane are aware of our heading back to the Midwest. Now, what the time frame looks like, we don't know. But thanks to the motion picture industry and a few other factors, it's not like we're fleeing. And I want to keep one foot here at all times. I love the terrain here. I love the geography here. We're studying geography right now. I love all of it, but we are not thriving like we could. And I think sustaining the nut that we have here, even though we try to keep a really low overhead, it's just it's not fair to everybody. So I think we can thrive over there for a little while. Plus, my sister and I have a little idea kicking around, and it's going to be pretty fun, and it will involve a lot more care shares, probably involving my sister and the whole family. We're just going to make our own little reality show, basically. Oh, there she is. Topography. See, I'm a teacher. See, there she is, Dreamboat Fanny. If you guys could see her in there. Oh, you probably can't because you're on YouTube. Hi, Heather. This is why I didn't pick up. You were literally calling right when the little intro was going. So I just muted you right away. Here's my sister. There she is. Should I just share, Heather? I totally feel I will. We will. We will, Carol. Heather, should I just share? I still feel like, is it I knew it like 5 minutes ago, but now you stumped me because I just screwed up the geography thing. I'm not supposed to be on here, but I thought I would check in. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, well, let's just let's share a little bit without sharing too much. Carol and Jane know what I'm talking about. Because Professor Heather, help me out. What's his name? Oh my God, how can I not? Of course, Professor Snog, the everlasting gobstopper dude. Slugworth could very well be watching us still. And I have a lot of optimism, so you never know what could happen. However, my sister, my husband and I, the giant and I, we were up for something. We were doing some interviews. That's why I was so cryptic for a long time. We were on a roll of potentially having something happen, and I'll give it away when they start filming. But we were about to take a really, really huge leap of faith and overexpose ourselves for one, but really jump into an incredible opportunity. And that was after I submitted an application. I got, when we were overseas, I was asked to do interviews. Then they asked for 2 more plus ones, got the giant involved, got my sister involved. Slugworth, yes. So, and we were supposed to keep things secret. So I'm going to kind of keep a lot of the other parts secret. Because what if optimism, what if in a month they call? Although that would be pretty cruel because for a mom and a father to leave, we have to make sure our children are taken off. So they would have stayed in touch. But because I made a promise and I signed papers, I'm not going to give away too many of the details of what it is, but we were in contention for this major opportunity. So this opportunity, oh, by the way, Heather, there's this place called Cosm. It's like the indoor sphere, like Vegas, and they're doing a factory in there. Not that part. Oh God, I think it just gave some things away. They're having a little experience. Anyway, I'll tell you that later when I call you back. So this opportunity and this interviews that we were having, basically a casting process we went through a couple phases of. A lot of the questions are basically, what would you do with a windfall? What are your dreams? What are your goals? How do you pay it forward, basically? And my sister, even my giant and I, we were all like putting so many great, cool things out there, really for the betterment of others. And then when we realized, okay, I don't think this opportunity is going to happen, but then it's like, why do we have to wait for anybody to hand us an opportunity? Why do we have to wait to be under somebody's umbrella to say, yeah, here's probably a chunk of cash that could save you and keep you in California? And we have both places, California and the Midwest, but why not put one foot in front of the other and make your dreams happen on your own? You don't really have to wait for a savior, do you? If you go within and you trust yourself and you manifest and you dream big and you go for it. So putting this opportunity that it gave us to open up this mindset of, well, if we had really a genie in a bottle or something, what would we do? And we were like, boom, 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 boom. We're like, well, why can't we do that now? So we're putting things in motion to make these things happen without waiting for a network to do it for us. So, right? Did I say that right, Heather, without giving too much information? Jane knows what I'm talking about. Yup. So, and who doesn't want, you guys might have seen, I think it was like 3 years ago, Heather, I've done maybe 50 high vibe human experience hangouts. This was like number 4 or something, was with my sister. And who we are today, I think it would be a riot. You guys got to get us on camera together. Let me just say that. So we're going to just figure out how to do our own little thing and also pay it forward. And on that note, a couple of little plates twirling for me at the moment, making the most of my time that I'm here in LA still. And what I can carry anywhere is focusing back on those kids. And that has to do with this stuff. So sure, I'm all into I love my paranormal peeps. Some of them are here now. I love hanging out in the chats. And I can talk about it for days. And I will always talk about it. But for the next month, I've been booking out and planning and scheduling to do my interviews again. A little bit of a high vibe hangout, but more of the homeschool mom route and with the conscious educator route. So I have Lois coming on, if you know Lois McCauley. I probably said that one wrong. She works with Steiner Education and does eurythmy, and she's just actually quite open-minded to ancient civilizations and that multidimensional 5D life. I can't wait to chat with her more. And my friend Isabel Amy from across the pond, I've been on her show a couple times, but she also just wrote a book. But she is really big into expression with children. She's worked with children, a lot of drama, a lot of expression, and she's got that little fairy energy going on. But we can talk multidimensional, but it's kid focus. I'm going kid focus this month. So I can bring in the woo at all the time. So yes, a little kind of a little mini, either a rebrand or a rebranch, whatever it's going to be. Hell, why not? I've done like Synaptic Circle, High Vibe Hangout, Headlines and Healthy Hope, which Lawrence and I will be back tomorrow night with that. Can't wait because it was a big week of headlines, and I think we have a lot to talk about. So that little fairy energy, yes, Bigfoot Dwarf is going to come around again. I have 2 homeschool moms that are ready to show themselves and chat more. And because of how I've been branching out so far this year, I've opened myself up to new communities, both in the Midwest by chatting online with some new families I'm meeting, and where we live versus where I've been working, which is much further into LA. So, and kind of new communities, but the homeschool communities. And I want to share more. As you know, the charters in the homeschool communities always seem to be under attack, especially here in LA. And so, just want to share perspectives of what's going on with the kids. This is nothing we need to fundraise for and break ground for, and it's something new. It's happening now, and it's been happening for decades. And I really want to share more about these, not just moms, but the dads too, of what the parents are doing with the kids these days, because we can talk woo all we want, but what is going to happen down the road? Who is taking over this planet for us? And yeah, there's so many different timelines, doomsday timelines and whatnot, but how are we raising these kids in their heads to tackle all that? And how are they tackling all that? So yeah, there's some fun little bits right there for you. There's some shite to gnaw on. So yeah, Slugworth, if you are watching, my sister and I are still up for it. So I hope you still have our number. And yeah, and I look forward to seeing how that launch plays out, because what a wonderful concept. And we're still on board. Otherwise, hit me up for a circle. Who knows if they're still peaking. Yeah, the kids are doing awesome. Actually, my daughter and I have, I'll be there, not next to her, because I'm letting her do her own thing. I'm changing my ticket so I don't have to hover by her. But we're going to a really awesome, really cool theater here in LA. There's a performance tonight. I believe it's sold out, but they're doing a teen night. So they're having a little reception for teens, like a teen club thing, teen social, and then special ticket prices and dress up. So she's getting all 60s. And it's a really cool show that it's, what is it again? Governors? One Man, Two Governors. Was that it? Really, yeah, I'm super excited. And I was going with the intent of taking my little man out. We were going to have a date while she went to this. I want her to have her own space. However, we didn't really align it. He's going to do something else with the giant, and I get to go to the theater again. So I'm so excited because that is my old world, and I am a sucker for a standing ovation. I cry like a baby. I love the standing ovation. So I'm really excited to get into the theater world and be with her and see her shine a little bit. So we got a date in a couple hours. We're going to head out. Yeah, but everybody's doing good. Everybody's doing good. I think, Jane, you were telling me as well that the energies have been weird AF, correct? Not just the weirdness going on online because the Civil War is continuing. Did it ever really stop? No. But it's been amplified a lot, and online is no exception. It's pretty jacked. So I've been trying hard to kind of dodge and weave through all that, not participate too much, but also I'm very mindful of the content I'm consuming. There's been a lot of forgiveness spewed. There's a lot of people that I aligned with that I watched the behavior lately, and I'm like, what are you doing? And then I'm like, oh, the separating the wheat from the shaft. Shaft. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm not educating this weekend, so super crazy energy. And I'm already feeling it, Jane. That's why I'm getting a little wackadoodle. What's going on the farm over there? I don't know if my sister's still here. She might have popped out, but Heather, you might probably remember me talking about, I gotta get to my friends. They're down in Illinois, the mods and everything. That's who I'm chatting with in the chat. And you're gonna meet my sister at some point. I'm sure of it. Whew, that was a lot of thoughts at once. So yeah, a lot I said. Oh, 15 minutes. So yeah, all those things are happening. But I am feeling cleared out. There was a good amount of time where there was no sickness. There was a darkness. There wasn't a doomsday. It was just I was calling it purgatory. Like we've just been in limbo. Like we have no idea how things are lining up for us and what it's going to look like. I think it's been a month since I last live streamed, and then there was some little bit of optimism, hopium, but it was a lot of uncertainties. And since then, it's just been this cloud of we can't envision things much anymore. So people are getting super weird lately, Jane, and in person. I'm really been a little more stricter on my boundaries. Some of you are on multiple socials of mine. You know, I got my sassy pants one, my snarky passive aggressive one that I can't wait because I'm hitting 51 in November. And it's time to disclose some more shit. I am so tired of talking heads dominating not just the airwaves and not just because, oh, I want to get in there. It's more like you're bamboozling so many people. Gosh, so sharing the experiences I've had, why the hell not? I'm going to share some more. The what ifs, Carol. Yep. And the what ifs, so perspective. What ifs? Fear of the unknown. It could be excitement, like what's to come. Holy smokes, got opportunities, choices. This is exciting. Or the holy shit, the what ifs. We got unknowns. Like there's total rounds of how do you look at it? Is it exciting or is it super trippy, crazy, upsetting? And for a little while, it's pretty upsetting. We just did not see it. And see the hows and watching the Giants still kind of like navigate wanting so bad to leave an industry, but needing an industry so bad. And, yeah, I know it's getting a little busier apparently, but the groups that he's been interacting with, they're just not having the call. So he's trying to, overextend himself everywhere to get any work you can possibly get. So blah, I'm going back down the unknowns and the what ifs and the darkness, but we're doing our best. What that entails, we'll cover a lot tomorrow. I'm talking with Lawrence tomorrow, another Headlines and Healthy Hope. And it's going to involve that because to get us back to this point where I can share and at least just talk and say hi, has involved just me getting a little healthier. I wasn't making too many bad choices, but to get out of your head, you got to get back in your body. So getting back in my routine again has been very helpful. Not only am I in the classroom and I've given my date, I have given my notice to leave the place that I've been teaching in the classroom. I'm also working with other children on the side. And that has been really beneficial to my soul. That has been my saving grace. It's reminding me what I can do. And it's reminding me you're never stuck. And it reminds me I am my own boss. And that, you can make decisions to protect your ether, your soul body and everything. So, the rhythm of my weeks have been helping a lot. I got the little giant on some vitamins and minerals and probiotics and things. And it's just it's helping us. It's helping us just lift the fog and focus on what we do want. If you've got a clear vision of what it looks like, and Heather's not here anymore, but chatted with her a little last night. And as soon as the conversation started drifting into the what ifs and the unknowns, and I could feel everything kind of just hyperventilate, I was like, wait, let's go back to the visions. And that's not love and light bull crap. That's truly scientifically proven. You need to have this vision of what it is you do want. Picture yourself already doing it. And then it kind of like everything just starts lining up. So that's where I'm at right now. And the science behind it would be fun to talk about tomorrow too. But really picturing what it looks like. And, holding it down for a family, we all have to be doing that. So kind of helping the kiddos to picture what they want too and what they're doing too. So yeah, so what's happening in cyber world? How are the peeps? Who's been attacked? I sure love Facebook memory bumps because I'm reminded what tools I used to follow and who, people I used to been bamboozled by. So I've been poking the bear a little bit. I'm like, remember that one time? Yeah. That was a see you next Tuesday. So I'm bringing up some old stuff, and not because it certainly doesn't deserve any attention. It, meaning the people, particular people, but it's, reminders to people that if you do get bamboozled and you do fall for, you get used, or you find out, holy smokes, I've been hypnotized by a narcissist and now I'm hurting. It's a reminder that too shall pass, that you can get over that and you can laugh about it one day. So my laughing is turning into a lot of writing. And I can't wait to share all of this writing. These scenarios, I think a lot of people can relate to. You just insert yourself and it's like, oh yeah, I've been there, done that. Hi, Andy Decotes. How the heck are you? Nice to see you. Across the pond, sir. How's it been? How's Manchester? No, aren't you away? You're at a conference or something? Good to see you, sir. So what else? What's happening? Hit me. Who did I share? So I shared my 2 homeschool moms that I'll talk to, and then Lois and Isabel. So I miss Annie too. Do you guys remember Miss Annie Lieberman? She's killing it out here, but we might have a little chatty chat again. Singing so super important. Been talking to the kiddos in class about that, about how it can help you regulate your nervous system. Just even humming, just activating that vagus nerve. I'm not going to sing right now, but just saying, singing. Annie reminded me of singing. I don't think I know what to say anymore. Charlie, you want to say hi? What? You want to show your 60s outfit? She's right behind me here. Yeah. How's the Midwest? Carol and Jane, what's happening? What's happening over there? I was watching your live cam for a little while. Your animals. And I missed it. I'm catching the replay of Hoover Dam. So they were talking with Jessica last night, Cryptid Huntress, about Hoover Dam. Holy smokes. By the way, I saw it come scroll through and I'm like, oh my gosh, I missed this one. So I have to recatch that one. But that place tripped me out more than anything. Marchand the Giant took me on this motorcycle ride through Red Rocks and Vegas, and we did this really awesome little tour when he came over to visit me once from across the pond. And his intent was to go there and stop for lunch and explore. But driving through, everything in me was like, don't stop. Poor guy on the motorcycle. I'm like, please just go to the next town. We'll just get lunch at like a grocery store. We'll do the food court thing. I was shaking, like I was making all these observations, especially at all the government properties all around it, the way it looked. I bet it was, I got to finish it, Carol. Who do you want to see? Hi, Heather. Who? Oh, Charlie. Aunt Heather's here. Aunt Heather wants to see you, so now you have to. She's on here. Or you can just send her from your phone. I think you're on your phone. This is blinding me. Heather, let's tell some peeps what we're gonna do. If you think I'm all over the place with my chit chats and whatnots, my sister's living it, being all over the place. She's so many places at one time. Wait, it's Saturday. You're done with the farmer's market. You're probably getting ready for your evening. Which thing? So yeah, I guess it's one of those, you don't want to say too much and pop the bubble of creativity. But working together, who would have thunk in a million years that my sister and I potentially will be working together? I should bring my sister on. We should do another show because we didn't know you guys then, Carol and Jane and Bigfoot George. Hi, Will. Nice to see you. Yeah, this was before I met all you guys. So yeah, it'd be fun to see her. And she is where my contact was, remember? So, and I don't know, check this out, LoopNet. Uh-oh, she's sending me houses already. Or is this the business? So the idea is, Heather, will you come on? Let's chat like maybe next week. Yeah, we could do next weekend or the following. You have a Tuesday. You don't work Monday, Tuesday. Maybe one of those afternoons. Let's just share our energy and talk with some peeps. Well, I'll have to look that. You're on. I can't pull up Facebook links on here. I have 3 listings coming next week. Go get them. So she's a realtor too. She also has a wine, jazz, snacky, Swedishy bar, lounge, restaurant, cafe, and there's many opportunities for growth there as well as expansion. But she's a realtor too. Pretty kick-ass realtor, so she's helping us out with that stuff. But our energy's online. So when we were little kids, the Heather and Heidi show is what our family would say, because we were either fighting or dancing. Like we were either performing for everybody or trying to beat each other up. Or not really. But you know, we got a lot of charisma. We got a lot of things to share. We have some really active pipsqueaks too. Tristan too, I think would be. I want to do some improv night. Yes, for sure. I'd love to do some improv with my nephew or acting. He to me looks like Timothy Chalamet. That is Timothy Chalamet. No one in my family, even his own mother, my sister, agrees with me. My kids think I'm nuts, but I put it side by side. I'm like, who cannot see this? So I'll have to pull those little pictures up. Yeah, here's her little place. You guys have seen me post about it. She took a dream, made it reality. It's just like what, 2 years old now? 3 years ago you got it? Yeah, when Aaron Moriarty of Truth Quest, he was there when you weren't open yet as far as this capacity, but you owned it. It was your realtor's office. And he came for some pie. That's awesome. Oh, 4 years ago. Jeez. No, we weren't out there in 2021. We were out there in 2022 because we just moved into our house. Oh, but you already had the place. You already had the office. That's right. You owned it. It just wasn't Drumhoos. Drumhoos. I'm not saying that right. How does Sammy say it? Drumhoos. Drumhoos. I believe that's right. So anyway, wow, that was pretty spaz. You know what I did, and I haven't done in a very, very long time, was my B12. Did it right when my little intro was playing. So I think I'm sweating. Either that or I'm starting my hot flashes. I've got to be menopausal by now. Come on, I'm 51, almost 51. Is it here yet? Is this what it is? Do we sweat? Holy smokes, I'm spewing so many things at once. So Heather, yeah, we're dreaming big. I'm just bumping algos here. So thanks for boosting Facebook there. Trying to get this show on the road a little bit because, like you said, I need to start advertising because something's coming and keeping my little connection alive. Plus, I miss some peeps from around the world. Very inconsistent, though. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific, Lawrence and I are chatting headlines and healthy hope. Then in 2 weeks, I have a live with Lois. We're talking, Rudolf Steiner and the philosophies of education and Theosophical Society and Eurythmy and all this amazing, beautiful things. I'll be taping with Isabel Amy, and we're going to air that so we can both be in the chat probably the following week. And then the 2 homeschool moms, I'm going to try to tape those and not go live with them because I'm already asking people who don't do this normally to come share personal things about themselves. So taping feels safer, I think, for some peeps. And it'll be fun, though, because then they can actually be on the chat, too, and talk when it airs. So that's going to be kind of fun. So if anybody knows any families that are in the homeschool communities that would like to share either their journey, their obstacles, blocks in the road, which is an obstacle, or how they envision things shifting when it comes to homeschooling, tell them to hit me up. That's what's going to take over my ear for a little bit. Area 51, how are you? What's crack-a-lackin'? Ari, I never know what I'm going to get with you, so I'm cautiously waiting for your next few comments. Then I can tell what state you're in. I'm not going to talk about Charlize today. Oh, you just got back from Costco. Okay, so you're full of samples. Cool, nice to see you. I've had a few times I've been able to be in chats. I'm headphoning it because, like I said, we're boxing up and stuff. Hi, Joe Fox. Joe, I was just thinking about you. I have to send you the link. So Lawrence and I are on tomorrow. We'd love to chat with you and see how you're doing and get a follow-up and check in. Let us know how you're feeling, all that good stuff. So same time, 5 p.m. Pacific, Lawrence and I will be on Facebook and YouTube, and then the replay crew will be Rumble, Twitch, Good Pods. What's the other one? Podbean or something? iHeart. Full of not liking around so many people. Too many people out. Oh, yeah. Costco's weird like that. I used to live by an insane one out in Burbank. That's the one I used to go to shop. No, the worst one I think was Van Nuys. Van Nuys and Burbank were my craft service Costco's. Oh man, that was tough. That was a tough one. But now we're up here in Santa Clarita and it's a little chill, although it's on the other side of the valley, so I never go. The Giant goes once in a while with the kiddos. Plus, yeah, you can't. It was so craft service rocked. And Heather, if you're still here, this is why I'm trying to wrap my brain around, because I used to envision having a cafe or a little, just a little walk up sandwich shop, but craft service, you take someone's budget, sometimes a really good budget, and you shop and you make it happen. You pull it all together. So this time you have to have the stuff and then you sell it. And it's just a little bit of like a business. My business mind is like, wait a second. Usually I'm used to a big lump of sum or a bunch of things. And it's like, make it work, make it beautiful, make it stretch. And I was really good at that. And now it's like, ooh, no, I have to put it together, but you can't. Sometimes you have to do it cost effectively, right? Because you have to make money off of it. You can't just use someone else's money and get paid doing it. You have to actually like make money off of what you buy. So I got to figure that one out. I have been thinking about it though, whether if you're still here. Yay, Joe Fox. Good. Well, we'll see you tomorrow. And I'm sorry, Gerald and Jane, if it overlaps with you guys again. That seems to be the best time for Lawrence. So we're just kind of sticking to that for now. And so, but I think it's so sweet. Thank you always when you guys are done. You always say hi. So thank you for that little bump. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I could do a little plea now. The whole hit like and subscribe and notification bell, blah, 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 blah. My bit is, so I was thinking to do my Jekyll and Hyde personality, my snarky bits. I thought would be fun to do either under a private membership thing, or if I can get to 1,000 viewers, I can start those little, stickers and super chats and those kind of things. But it's going to help elevate this little thing that my sister and I are trying to do. So, here's my little moment in the middle of this little care share of seeing, don't forget to hit like and subscribe and hit the notification bell, share with your peeps. Just a mom who's out here talking way too much and oversharing. But sharing the journey along the way. And I'm meeting a lot of cool peeps that I love interviewing. So if that resonates with you, I think what I have found in my silence the past few weeks, maybe even months, is I've also been accused. Jane knows this. I was accused of copying, even Jessica. Like with the paranormal stuff I'm doing, I was accused of copying people. I'm like, how can you do that? I have 600 subscribers. I'm not copying anybody, and I'm not getting anywhere doing that. If I were doing that, I'm truly trying to be my own self, but I get it. I get the game. I get what's happening here, and you kind of have to find your time. You have to find your niche, and my niche has been paranormal because I love all those peeps. However, in my life, I work with kids, and I'm narrowing that down so I can find those viewers that don't necessarily subscribe to the paranormal stuff, but they unanimously subscribe to the betterment of children. So that was going to be the focus of the next few months until I get into my sister's world, and then we're going to just balls to the wall. It's going to be everything. Oh, you're working. Oh, no, that's great, Joe Fox. I'm talking PST, 5 p.m. Pacific. So that would be actually, that's 8:30, 8 your time. 5 p.m. Pacific is 8 your time. So you should be done by then, right? 6:30 Eastern. You're going to be done by then. So hopefully that will still work out with you. So Charlie, this is totally working. So thank you. We, it's been a year of this. What was it? A year ago, I think, Carol, that I was like, my laptops. Of course, I cleaned out my StreamYard library. That wasn't helping that I save absolutely everything. But now I'm on my daughter's fancy pants computer. This is the fanciest one in the house. This is which my sister, what? Yes, a Mac. But my sister was showing my daughter about, and she got really into it. I'm like, hey, if this works for you, this is your school investment. So here we go. My son and I, we have the hoopties. Well, no, he bought himself a really nice one, but my Chromebook hoopties are done. That's what I've been on for 5 years now, is my hoopty Chromebook. My one, I can't even get on anymore, but it has all my favorite stickers on it. So I keep it because I hoard like that. And the other one, it's the one that it kept dropping me, which that's what happened to me last time. Oh, good, Joe Fox. And so now, thank you, darling. It's the first time I've ever been on my daughter's fancy pants little Mac thing, and you know what? It's working really, really well. I like it. So yeah. No, there are no sponsorships on this tiny little channel, but I am looking to get to a certain little bit of subscriber. And yes, my consistency will help. I'm working on my shorts. I'm working on my reels. I'm working on my other socials. I'm working on an opportunity to grow a little bit. And I'm narrowing down my niche finally, and my times. Yeah, we can build a high performance PC. If that's your forte, Carol, let's do it. We'll do it over pizza. But yeah, it is kind of like the whole social media thing is its own little algorithm, isn't it? It's its own little thing. You got to play the game. Now I'm not trying to play games with people. You know what I'm trying to say. If you're trying to build an audience and you're doing that for the community, building the community and everything, then you got to be kind of like narrow it down. So according to there's the pizzas. Absolutely. Ugh, okay. I just drooled, and that's an emoji. So I have a problem. But yeah, I get it. I get it now. Remember when I went the whole week in a row, like I just podcast bombed myself? I kind of probably burnt me out a little bit, but I did it because that was the most time in the summer I had available. But now that I am in fall, happy fall, by the way, we are on our routine. Even though we were mid-move, I have a routine. And so Friday, Saturday, Sunday are my bits. The lives with Lords will be Sundays at 5, probably every 2 to 3 weeks. It's not going to be every week. He is far too busy for that. So I'll take him when I can get him. But if we can, and I've learned my lesson. If you say what you're going to do, it's just not going to happen. So, but with Lois, we're looking at an early evening. And that I think works best for me because there are a lot of established people that I like to watch and hang out in the chat with. So I'm not going to go at the same time with them. And no, it's really not a live show. It already came and went. Sorry, Jane. Sandy Songjoy, how the heck are you? How was your green thumb? How was your gardening day? Done utilizing green thumb and clearing 3D stuff. Okay. It's been a lot, Sandy, hasn't it? You know what? I should just go through our old chats because you have some beautiful songs that really bring me back to one. So if you need a little, and your hand pans, Jane, I got to go back to your channel because music, singing, I know this is the second or third time I've said that, so I guess I got to do it more. Dancing, movement really helps clear the crud. It just clears that crud out. And getting your hands in the dirt. We've been having so much fun with the classroom because we're collecting a lot of things. And yeah, even though we're California, got some palm trees, but the leaves change for some of our trees and things fall and things change and you can feel the seasons change. So we've been collecting a lot of things and we're building our own little world, literally. A lot of clay, a lot of earth and clay, a lot of sculptures, a lot of things from the outdoors, and they're getting so creative. I'm getting super into it. I made a really cool waterfall I'm very proud about. And we've picked our class name too, which was interesting because 2 years, remember, I'm with the same kids that I was with 2 years ago. We started together. I was asked to take over this class. We started in 3rd grade outside the outdoor classroom, which I've shared so much about. It was it was the hardest experience I've ever done. Best experience I've ever done. And the kids still talk about it. And then we went into 4th grade last year, and now we're in 5th grade. Well, to 4th, 5th. I have a couple 4th graders with me. So these same children are growing with me. One is like up to here now, and I used to like just bend all the way down to scoop her up. Now she's to here. Do you want to say hi? You never come on here, Hucky Pie. Oh, never mind. Yeah, so they're growing with me. So, but to see them still play and to get their hands in the dirt and what seems like, oh, these older children, they're not going to do that. Oh my God, they're so into it. We're going to make it last a whole nother week or two. So we're going to keep building it out. And, they'll take like these beautiful little cacti that we have in succulents and like, this can be this and this. Oh, look at this pine cone upside down. I'll paint it. It'll bless you. Turn it into an evergreen. And I'm like, where's the evergreens? Where do we have evergreens? What kind of trees do we have there? It's leading to a lot of conversations about our terrain here. So, yeah. Anthony Holmes, hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Happy Saturday. Cheers to you. Corey! Oh, Corey Miner, how the heck are you? Mwah, nice to see you. This is one of my dad's old business partners. Nice to see you, Corey. Oh, what a treat. I know you popped on. Okay, it's just a live, so I can do it. Can I do my math tomorrow? Yes, can you just start trying it some now so I can look at it before I leave? Okay, I'll be done in just a little bit. Do you want to come say hi to Mr. Corey Miner? He knew Pop Pop. Corey, we call my dad Pop Pop. The kiddos do. I was like Papa Pop because he's Mr. Pop, but the kids knew him as Pop Pop. Yes, I call him. I started that. I was corrected by my son, who does not want to be seen on here. What a treat, Corey. Nice to see you, hon. I hope you're doing really, really well too. We had a lovely exchange. I think everybody has been stunted by what the F has been happening with this civil war. Now, I personally don't feel the civil war ever ended. It just keeps shifting in its own ways. I strongly believe social media and manufactured narratives and such participate in that purposefully. Keep the people fighting, right? Keep them fighting so they don't look behind the curtain. And I'm just praying that more people step away from that battlefield and they just go within. Because honestly, as much as they're trying with voice to skull technology and all that kind of stuff to get in our heads, and all this kind of stuff that's going on, AI and tech and everything, we have got to remain sovereign and powerful in our own meat suit. We have got to remain conscious. And so I'm just like, yes, we're in the Evergreen State, right? Area 51. So it's been baffling. I remember posting some, not doing the love and light bullshit like, new agey, culty kind of stuff. I was just doing a positive thing that was going on in my life. And it was almost like I was crucified because I was not fighting, because I was not talking about things that have been talked about incessantly, over and over and over online. I was just sharing something positive going on in my world. And the comment section turned into a battlefield. It was like, I delete my own comment. Cause I'm like, no, not in censorship to those people, but like, no, you're not going to pull me down to you. If you can't come up to me in this moment, it was my sovereign page. I'm not going to do this right now. And yeah, I'm not going to pull down to there. A lot of us have been trying really hard to pull out of that funk. And it helps to go offline. Just saying. That's the best. 51, you're talking about when you went up north. You're in Washington. Or you went up to Oregon, correct? No, Washington. Because you were here in Cali, correct? Cali's got everything though. So we're branching out though. We're talking now in the classroom. We're doing the whole North American continent because very soon we're going ancient civilizations. We're starting with like old Persia, like Mesopotamia and everything. And we're going into Egypt. No, I'm sorry, India first. India, Egypt, and Greece, although I probably won't still be with the classroom. My end date with the classroom I have now is December. That is when I'll be leaving the amazing kids that I've grown with 2 years. They're already aware of it, but their year is, I planned out their year so that they know what they have. And I'm also preparing them this day and age. Where are the pen pals? The handwritten pen pals with the envelopes that are handwritten. Like, let's get old school, pals. I even got the ink pens, like not the feathers in the dip. We've done that, but I'm talking just the old school ink pens. They're going to have their first little ink pen. and we are going to be pen pals. I'm going to be pen pals with all of these children. So my writing is going to improve, but I want them to get used to that connection. I think it's pretty amazing to have pen pals. That was my favorite thing growing up. All these kids I used to meet in the town where my sister is now in Door County. I'd meet these kids. I was the local, even though I technically was a summer tourist. We had a summer home, but I'd meet these kids and exchange, addresses, and I was their pen pal throughout the year. It would kind of fizzle out by spring, some of them, but some I remain friends with. Some I'm still friends with now. So you cannot miss the art of being a true pen pal. And kids, honestly, they're losing the dexterity of handwriting. It's not taught in regular school. We're not regular. I'm not even a school. We are teaching handwriting and cursive, and everything is with their hands. Oh, Scully Pop, good to see you. What's shaking? Howdy, Scully Pop. Nice to see you. Another wonderful energy. You've don't put your face online, have you, Scully Pop? Can I interview you sometime? You can use your little skeletons if you want. But I want to get to the ins and outs of who the heck you are. You have such a beautiful channel. I want to learn more about you. Oh, I just said I was supposed to focus on kids, right? Well, here's the relation. Scully Pop's channel, he read the storytelling. And that's what the education model I follow is. We educate through storytelling, through stories. The children do dictations. They dictate the story you're saying, or they write their thoughts on the story you just said, or they do drawings. Everything is storytelling. So it does fit in. It does fit in. I just found it. I think I forgot to keep up. I haven't done this in a minute. Right, Sandy? It's so wonderful to receive and send letters. But getting letters in the mail, it's having shame and guilt, overcoming that as an adult. Sometimes we grow up with it. We don't even know we're growing up with it. The people that are, our parents, our families, or educators, sometimes they don't even know they're instilling that in you. But if you have shame and guilt in your little consciousness, that's really difficult. But one thing I always held on to that was so shameful was I was the best writer to families, and I thank you notes and all these things. And when my head got too heavy, when I got too depressed and dark and stuff, I stopped that. And I had so much guilt from that because I was like, I just felt like I broke their hearts, and probably in a way I did, but I was never able to explain to them I couldn't actually get out of bed to do it, or I couldn't get out of my mind to do something nice like that. So I am retraining myself to go back to that. And I'm talking to you, Miss Aunt Pat. I haven't written my Aunt Pat in probably 30 years, and I'm going to send her a nice little letter. I think it's really sweet to open the mail and see something handwritten to you. I've done that to my classroom before. We started school together. Was that the first one? No, I did house visits for that, to meet them and see them in their environment. What frequency do they live in? Like, how do they thrive at home? Like, just you got a sneak peek into their world. And then by Christmas break, I wrote them all a Christmas card and a letter. And then summer break, I always write them a summer break. I used to have them here, big, bright yellow cards. So they knew it was coming from me. And just write them a note. Like, how are you doing? I'd share a memory that I had of them that year. And then I'd give them a little like looking forward to see, how much you've improved with your soccer or your writing or something that I know they're working on. Just give them a little oomph. And you can feel that with the connection with the kids. It makes another connection. So imagine with our elders who that's all they used to do. And now they don't get those anymore. My mom's really good at it, but oops. Oh, the Pop Club. Yeah, Scully Pop and Heidi Pop. Let's do it. Area 51, I've talked to Jim. You talking about Goodall? Who are you talking about, Mr. Roger? I guess you're having your own convo. I won't interrupt. And then now we are at the in-between place. It is an in-between place, Sandy. That song helps. Oh, wow, 51. I'll let him know. People were asking about him. Oh, okay. Young ones will one day not need pens or Social, a whole new world. Oh, what do you mean? You mean social media? I'm good with them not needing that, but I want them to always have pens. I want always write and create. Or do you mean this? I think you're talking telepathy, right? I'm telling you, some of these kiddos, we can still work on that. The giant and I are really good at that. He doesn't even know, but I know we're connecting in that way. And the kiddos. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Oh, you guys are sweet. Yes. 51. I the same. He said my brain is expanded, but my penmanship got worse. So in my Chicago days, people actually paid me to write like their invitations. Not sometimes I'd make their invitations, but really like to write the envelopes and things. I really was into my handwriting. I had lots of different kinds I loved, even calligraphy and whatever it was. Really took my time. Now I'm full on doctor notes. Like it's crazy. And that's what happens. So it's really interesting with the kids. Some that I'm working with, I have the age range now, it's 9 to 11. They're like, after we do some crazy writing, I'm like, I know, right? It's a muscle. Those are muscles in there. It's getting sore. But then I have the older kids tell them, I go, doesn't it get easier though, the more you practice? Just like the other muscles in your body, you got to work them. You got to work them out a little bit. So I wish we could all get back to some more writing because honestly too, and not push the kiddos to write so early. For heaven's sakes, the child development is lost in the school systems right now. Even parents, they're getting kind of clueless because they're getting preached to of all these new stats and data, and it's crap. You go back to the OG way of being. Children developmentally, they will appropriately know when, 7 or 8 is fine, reading and writing. But what are they doing before? Clay. They're collecting, they're playing, they're climbing, they are using their hands, they're developing what they need to develop in order to get to this point. You don't put this in the child's hand at an early age. It will screw them up. Just saying. That should be a whole episode, actually. That really should. I don't know if you've all heard that, but please don't push these kiddos in. Here in Cali, I think this is somewhere else. What are they doing? TK4 now at 4 years old? Are you kidding me? I know there's pre-K, but I don't know. I got a lot to say about all that. This might not be the time. I should do a whole episode on that though. And actually that might align with one of my guests I'm thinking about. You just have to approach her. She's never done this kind of stuff before, so let's hope she'll want to. Yes, and more. Dr. Note Specials, that's me. Dennis Carroll. Hi, Hunting the Shadows. Good to see you. Oh, thank you, sir. I feel back. I feel a little more glowy. It's also perimenopause. Thank you, Dennis. It's been a long time. I've missed you guys. And it was not the right time. Everything in alignment, right? So I knew I felt some good energies today, and I'm like, it's time to share and overshare. They're still texting on phones and typing on computers, right? Area 51, I wasn't. I mean, come on. Even college, it was handwriting papers. So, and not that that's the way to do it. The Gen X ways, and probably the last ones to do it. But you see the difference developmentally. So the classroom I work in, it's old school. I mean, we got chalkboards, handwritten everything. They make their own textbooks, and you see the difference developmentally. And I promise you, we have got to preserve that, and we have to protect that. So we need a lot more parents on board with that, not to get burdened or influenced by the status quo, but to understand truly, truly the appropriate development of a child. And it's a lot different than people think. But if you can protect them along their developmental journey, honestly, it's the safest, smartest thing we can do. They will thrive. Truly. My pager, though, I was pretty quick on my pager, Juan. I had one up till what, 96, 97? I don't even know. My first cell phone, I think, was 2000 when I moved out here. Hi, Clay. How are you? How's the music? Good to see you, Clay. Thanks, guys, for the hellos. I know you all have been here before, but some newbies, I hope they know. And if they say something, I usually call them out to say hi. If you don't want to say anything, don't say anything, because I'll be like, oh, hello. Who are you? Where are you coming from? Yeah, this was a random last minute bit. I have some time and I'm using a lot of it. So probably kill it here just after the hour. Piano playing helps finger dexterity. Absolutely. Old peeps keep it. Yes. Sandy, so another part of the curriculum that we do is by grade 3, because we really merge them, and it's a very I'm all about that one room schoolhouse, but I do have a classroom of 4th and 5th graders, considered that. Started with the 3rd, but in 3rd grade, string instruments are introduced. They can pick a cello or a viola or violin, and it's super important, the finger work, the fingerings, that's what it's called, right? Fingerlings. Yes. And then 5th grade, they have an opportunity to start guitar. So a lot of these kids that transfer over from violin or cello to guitar, it's badass. They can jump right in it. But it's part of that hand-eye coordination. It's there's a science behind it. It's very Steiner. So maybe talking to Lois, we're going to get a lot of that out. But I love seeing these little bitties in their little orchestra class, even when they're first learning. Anyone can do it, by the way. This is not like if you have the gift of a violin or a piano or whatever it is, you don't need a gift to do it. It's a skill set that's important to child development. Oh, and Clay started on the viola. Clay, I think when you and Annie and I talked, we were talking about the importance with that with children. Super duper important. Viola, that's so cute. I have one little girl who does viola. And no, she switched. It's cute because it's always the $1 million question. The viola and the violin, the difference. It's size, right? And string. Isn't there one less string? The sound. Oh, my daughter just corrected me. Right, Clay? It's just the sound difference? And size. There's no string difference? Oh. Steiner kid since kindergarten. Now she's in 9th. And my son, last year, 5th grade, he switched to guitar. He loves it. We have a really phenomenal guitar teacher at our learning center. Well, you come say. He's really cool. He also got my son into Clay, you'll like this. I think I was sharing it, a little synthesizer. So he does size and sound is the big difference of viola and violin, but a little synthesizer thing. So last year, my daughter's class had an open mic night in one of the towns at a bakery, and everyone could get, the class had specific things. It was revolution. I know I'm going to get this wrong and she's going to correct me. Revolt, rebellion, and revolution. And that's the one I think I shared that my daughter did the cello, the Cranberries zombie. And they all were doing these like things. Even the teacher was doing, wow, what the hell song was that? I don't do what you tell me. Yeah. That was so cool. That didn't help you all at all, but I can't remember it exactly. Anyway, so the guitar teacher got up there and we thought he was going to bring his guitar, and he just props up this little synthesizer. He's like, and he starts making all these beats and doing this poetic like beatnik thing. And it was so cool. It was like, what can't this guy do? Clay, that's you. You're like Mr. Multi-talented too. I think music it's thrilling and it's for anybody. I literally watch even some little spectrum and autistic kids I've worked with. I'm honored to work with. It's neat to see them thrive through music and creating and playing music. Violin was not my shtick. Did flute 5th grade. Me too, Sandy. I was a flute kid. Yeah, we had the medals there going on. We didn't start with strings. I almost wish I started with strings. I was in public. But I had a good time with it because you had to pick an instrument. This particular philosophy is strings, and they also are doing with the frequencies of it all. Handpans too. Miss Jane, our educator, I have videos when I was on the outdoor hill because he'd play at recess, he'd play in the morning before our morning verse, like a little meditation we do before we start the day. Always on his little handpan. And it's beautiful, and he'll give kids a chance to do it. He also let one of my, my main boy that was struggling the most with autism, they let him play, and he wound up finding his voice through that. So music, fiddles, yes. Oh, my gal Beth Matlock, she's the best fiddler out there. Fiddles rock. My friend Beth, her sister. So Beth used to be out here. We used to do improv together. We were bad girls together. We rocked it together. And then we both became moms. And then she moved back to Texas. But she was in a country band, and, she crooned, she played, she did everything. And her sister was a writer. Well, her sister wound up writing a series of books, and you may have heard of them because this was years ago. A few years ago, she wrote them, and now they are the biggest hit on Netflix. They're the Hunting Wives Club. That's her series. So yeah, they already got renewed for season 2. I'm so proud of them. It's so thrilling to see friends like just go boom. Bet you Gary love dancing with a fiddle. Me too, Sandy. Dance, yes. Lois and I were really going to get into that because the expressions with the body, big deal, big deal. Lawrence and I talked about that 2 weeks ago too. To get out of the head, you got to get into the body. Dance is a wonderful way to do that. That's the first thing I do if I'm really losing it. And I've taught my daughter the same. Throw on the music and just move. Go for a walk. Or I love it when I get alone time, which I have not had in so long. I'm going crazy. And I blast the music and go nuts. And hard little laminate floors, I go crazy. I go all over, and it's the best workout ever. Clogging. Yes. Clogging's the best. There's a great meme about why didn't I learn how to do my taxes, but I learned how to square dance in school or something like that. We haven't done square dancing, but they do their eurythmy dances. There's this, it's patterns and crossing the midline, and there's a way of doing it that aligns a kid. I tell you, I see now, having to have my daughter go from kindy through now 9th in a Steiner type program. Rudolf Steiner is who I'm talking about, like Theosophical Society stuff. This form of an education model, and for the last 5 years doing it as homeschoolers, it makes a difference. A young adult right here holds her own, has conversations, not afraid of things, not afraid to speak up, not afraid of the room, not afraid to be her, truly authentically her. And I know you're hearing me do. So yeah, I see the power now of teaching with a model of an individual teaching model, like what's for the betterment of the child, not the stats, not the ICANNs, not the testing, not the where are they at compared to everybody else. Don't do that at all. See, it always comes back to kids. That's why I got to focus on kids the next few months. So, and Scully Pop, that includes you. So I'm winding down here. We are at an hour. I guess I could find the 60s outfit. Sandy, you might have missed this. My daughter and I are going to a play tonight. It's the 1 and 2 governor. And it's a teen social club that are in the audience. It's a mainstream production, big to-dos. Some celeb names are in it, but the teens are dressing up as 60s. So, because that's when the play takes place. Whew, I haven't done this in a long time. So, sound is for everyone. No need to sing or dance. Simply enjoy. Yes, just moving the body. I had a wackadoodle aunt. Well, I still have her. Loved dearly. I don't mean to put ED at the end, but we lost touch. She didn't agree. She wasn't. That's another one too. But I remember growing up and watching her dance. She just and I'd be like, oh, so silly. But then I realized she's just grooving, feeling, just moving her body in whatever way it was supposed to go. That is epic confidence. You just move. You do not doing a routine. You're not doing the latest dance move. You're not doing K-pop. You're just fucking feeling the music and grooving and, going for it. And sure enough, that's my favorite thing to do when I'm home alone. And, you can bring in the best energies that way. Yes, hippie flower child all the way. Well, thank you, folks. Thank you so very much for playing with me. This was very fun. Thank you for letting me have a little care share energy exchange. Get in the groove of show. Oh my gosh, so my thing of searching when I'm by myself or TikTok, I am my whole thing now when I scroll is just like 90s rave days, 90s club, the go-go boxes, not strip bar bikini girls, but just go-go girls up there dancing on the box. Love that shit. And I've been finding some TikTokers that are my age that are recalling blasts from the past. And oh my, I think that's where this came from, to be honest. Because I was in a place of just like, if I was on here, and it's good to share those parts too. But I honestly didn't have enough of an effort to push go live. I was just like, blah, 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 blah. Now I've been jamming a little bit lately, and it's been healing. So thank you, 90s. Here's to my Gen X girls who rocked the go-go box. I had the best time ever. And I'm still standing and alive to tell. But yes, it was going till dawn. And I never really went to those big old raves in the fields and things. I'm talking like Chicago Underground. The best time. Yeah, I'm a shelter girl, Elixir, Crowbar. I worked there for a minute. Those were my days. And oh my God, it was so fun. I was in a weird place, but the music saved me. The music got me through that decade. And so when I've been recalling it lately, and I tell you what, the 3-month funk of like, what are we doing? I'm back. I'm feeling everything has unlocked and it's moving through and it's coming out. And I'm just like, even if I was at an event, picking at my daughter and I was there, but did a quick scroll and I could just feel the thump. And it was like, I'm back. So yeah, find whatever genre rocks your boat, blast it and bring it back to one. That's how I'm going to end my little 2 cents today. Those were a lot of cents, but I shared my cents unconditionally. Yes, super cool. So with that being said, have a beautiful, blessed rest of the day. I'll catch you all. Well, I'll be at a show tonight, so I won't be in any chats. Bell bottoms, psh, they're flares. What are you talking about, 51? Oh, Bauer, you made it. Nice to see you, Bauer. Catch us if you guys can. Bump that little algo for Lawrence and I tomorrow. I know I have a lot of paranormal pals. We are really going to. This is the time to really enforce to people their sovereignty of free will and choice when it comes to themselves and their health and their journey and their recovery and their regeneration and all that. So we'll be live tomorrow at 5 to share about all that stuff. If it doesn't vibe with you, you know the deal. It really still helps to open it, hit a like, share. You don't have to watch if it's not your thing, but let's help each other out. I want to grow and get to a point where I can launch something new, and I'm very excited about with my sister. So that's a plea. That's a thank you. That's a gratitude blast. That's a care share. 60s, 70s do rock. Absolutely. I love yacht rock too. If you guys know Yachtly Crew, Kirk Clendenin in there. What's up, Clerk? He's an old buddy, a Chicago pal. I'm so proud of him. Another one that bloomed, but he is there. Yacht rock rocks too. So I can shake a tail feather to that. I shake a tail feather to anything, honestly. Thank you, Jane. Thank you. I feel better. I feel back. Thank you for appreciating it and receiving it. It's this is all part of that healing, growing process, isn't it? And connecting with community. You guys are absolutely lovely as can be. I hope you don't mind. I am going to be back to my interviews, but they are going to be very kid focused and expression focused. I would still love the support. Please don't forget, I love talking paranormal at any time, anywhere, any place. So don't forget, I'm still, that's me. And I'm going back to my hotspot. I will be the darker day where the darker days were, not the Pacific Northwest, but the peninsula of Door County is where it's a huge hotspot, and I will be live from there all the time very soon. So have a beautiful, blessed one, and we'll see you all very soon. Thank you for this. Smell you later. Bye.